welcome to the first ever Tennis Aloha video game commentary. I am your host, GUECO, and today we're gonna play Tennis in the Face. Silly game about a retro tennis player who has to clear stages. Right now I'm in a stage where I have to clear up a business guy's area. So there's 3 business guys here, and I have to get rid of them by knocking them out with my tennis balls. But as you can see, there's structures, there's glass, which is, just kind of messes the ball. The ball bounces around, and sometimes you get them in the face. Let's start right here so we can try something like that. For example, we got only one guy. That's not a good thing. Let's make an explosion happen here. Let's see if that helps us out a bit. It didn't. So we only have one ball left. I got him in the face, but since there was one guy left over, I have to do the stage over. Today we're going to talk about different topics as we play the game, which is challenging because this game sometimes demands too much attention. Oh, that was not a good move, as it did there. Maybe I'll be able to pass some stages as I'm talking, but maybe not. The first topic is going to be Novak Djokovic. Is he playing or is he not playing? We don't know. Last thing we heard was that he was playing, and he's still in the draw. By the way, the draw came out. I took a glance at it. It's pretty interesting. But whether Djokovic is playing or not, that remains to be seen. Oh boy. So oh, come on. Come on. Yes, no. Nope. Oh, I got one more left. Oh, but no. Okay, let's see. Right there. Oh, come on. I've been dealing with this stage for a little bit too long, but I hope this is not a one-stage broadcast. That would suck if my first ever broadcast is just one stage of this freaking game. But that might be the case. Is that any better? Nope. Okay, this is good. This is actually good because if I can get the ball through that hole there, then I'm all set. Oh, come on. That stick is kind of weird to know how it's gonna behave. You see that? Like, you're thinking it's gonna do something else. So is Djokovic playing? That's the question we all want a clear answer to, because it seems to be making headlines, especially because Djokovic is number 1 in the world. But even if he was 50, he should be allowed to play. Any player that meets all the qualifications and has the right paperwork, which Djokovic does, then he should be allowed to play. I don't see why this is actually even up for debate. Of course, we know why. Everybody has their opinions, but it seems to me that there are entities going out of their way to prevent him from playing, where he has been doing the things by the book in a way. So in any case, I hope he plays, but I don't really hope he wins. Honestly, I am not a big Djokovic fan per se. I admire him. He's one of the best players that have ever lived, if not arguably the best. But I still would like to see someone else take the reins of these Grand Slams. New faces come out, or see some new faces. Oh boy. Which would make the sport more interesting, in my opinion. And yeah, taking a look at the draw, Djokovic is set to play in the first round against a fellow Serbian. He shouldn't have any problem there. Medvedev is number 2. He's on the bottom of the draw. He also should have a pretty clear path to the final. I mean, the guy's playing amazing. He's already proven that he can hang himself with the best and play the best tennis of his life when it comes down, when it matters. And it's something that I don't think any other player in the draw has that confidence going in. Of course, there are some really good players out there that to watch out for. Man, I just wish I could just pass this stage to move on, but I'm having a really hard time, you guys. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, now okay, let me focus here, guys, and then we'll get right back to the chat. Hold on. That freaking thing. Oh my god. Come on. Yes. No. Oh boy. Right here. Come on. Yes. Oh, finally. Let's move on. If I had hit him the ball before that, I would have gotten the crown, actually. Whatever. So Rublev's one to watch out. I think he's number 5 in the draw, and he's been playing amazingly. So I would not be too surprised if he made a splash in this tournament. I actually do expect him to get farther than he's most likely favored to do. I don't really think people pay too much attention to him, but he's actually been playing such good tennis. Like, his game has improved so much, and he has a strong drive. You can tell from just the way he plays. Nadal is in the draw, so you cannot count him out just easily. He still has a lot of passion, and he's one of those guys that he can train harder than anyone else. So it's all about what he's been up to lately and how he's been feeling health-wise. That's gonna come down to whether Nadal can do it. I honestly don't think he'll get to the final, but he can. Of course he can. Anything can happen, especially if Djokovic ends up not playing. But yeah, I'm gonna actually, my third topic of the day is gonna be some Australian news coverage that I'll be making on the channel. So we'll go further into that on the third topic, but let's move on to the next one. The next topic is going to be one-handed versus two-handed backhand, and just a brief discussion about that. I would actually like to, if you guys have time, if it's not too much to ask, like the video, subscribe, but also leave a comment as to whether you have a one-handed or two-handed backhand, and whether and how you feel about it. Like, do you like your one-hander? Do you wish you had a two-hander? Do you hit two-hander and you wish you could slice, or do you have a hard time hitting against one-hander players or two-hander players? Like, just your overall opinion on the matter would be great to know. I mean, it would be great because this is the best part of YouTube. You can share ideas and just get to know people more intimately in certain discussions. But In any case, my opinion, well, first of all, I have a one-hander backhand, which was taught to me by, the teacher I had when I was a kid. He taught me how to play with the one-hander. He would teach the one-hander to everybody. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, I was young, so. But I think, as far as I remember, and if you were to ask me, I would say that he would teach all or most of his players to hit one-hander backhands. So I didn't even think that you could use a two-hander. I didn't even know it existed per se. Like, I just thought, okay, you hit it this way on the right side, because I'm a righty, on the forehand, and you hit it like this on the backhand. So one hand. It just made sense to me. But there was this one kid who was actually my buddy. GUECO was his name. GUECO. He was a lefty, and he would practice with us. And then one day, I saw him hitting a two-hander backhand, and I thought that was weird. Like, I just thought it's kind of weird the way he's hitting the ball. Like, I never seen that. And I figured in my own head, I thought, oh, he must be two-hander because he's a lefty. So lefties play with two hands on the backhand side instead of one. That's what I thought that the coach, that's why the coach would teach him the nice. This is good. Boom. Yes. Nice. Okay. So that's what I thought the reason was, that my coach would teach him the two-hander versus the one-hander because of him being a lefty. So I thought, oh, if I was a lefty, I would play with two hands. And then, of course, that one thing I will say is that when I was a kid and playing like about 9-10 years old, I think that was the time when the two-hander backhand became a thing, or became more widely used. Because if you look back in tennis, like you don't really see that many two-handers back in the day. I mean, everybody had a one-hander, so it was like a new innovation, or just a new way to hit. I mean, I'm sure people used two hands before, but not the pros, or not like technically sound players. And I always thought, the funny thing, because first of all, the one-hander backhand gets the rep of being more stylish and better looking. But I gotta say, like, I remember when I was a kid and I first saw somebody hit with a two-hander, I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I thought it was cooler. I thought it was aesthetically cool to see, more so than, let's see if I can get this guy, more so than oh boy, I missed that, more so than the one-hander. But it could have been because I had a one-hander, so I don't think I would have thought, oh, I have the most stylish backhand. Like, anybody that had a different backhand, I would probably think it's more stylish. Let's see if I can get here. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's not good. So, cons and pros. Okay. Besides the look, because we can just, like I said, the whole thing that I was saying that for is to just so that you get an idea that just because I have a one-hander, I don't really much feel like it's better aesthetically. Like, yes, like I get it why people like it more than the two-hander. I get it, but to me it's not. Like, to me it's not more aesthetically pleasing. I'm a more pragmatic kind of player, and whatever works better, I think, is the way to go. So, having said that, I think the two-hander is a better shot overall. It's, especially in the modern tennis. Maybe back in the day, not so much, but nowadays, I mean, you can tell. I mean, who are number one, top 10 players probably 80%, or top 100 players, 80% are two-handers, if not more. And of course, there's really good players with a one-hander. Wawrinka has one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful backhand in the tour, and he's probably more powerful than a lot of guys' forehand, and a better weapon. However, because it takes a lot more physical toll, not just to execute it, but also not just as a stamina standpoint, but also as when you have to do quick movements, a quick backhand. The two-hander handles power better and speed, so there's a lot more support behind the shot with less effort, and so that makes it, in my opinion, a much better shot. I have a one-hander and I cannot hit a two-hander to save my life. No, I can, I mean, kind of, but I would not be able to actually put pressure with my backhand on someone. It's more of a defensive type of backhand. So, okay, moving on to the next stage. Finally, jeez, that took a while. So yeah, so if you are starting tennis and you don't know what to do, whether to use a one-hander or two-hander, of course, it should be a natural thing. Depends on who you are and what your tendencies are or whatever. It's a personal thing and an intuitive, kind of natural way for each person to hit. But lean towards learning the two-hander, and don't be, or I would suggest not to try to have a one-hander just because it looks better or because you like it better. Give the two-hander a chance, because if it is a natural shot for you, more natural than a one-hander, then it's better. It's better for your health, for your stamina, for your body, not getting injured. In many ways, it's a better shot. So, yep, that's all we're gonna talk about. So yeah, that wraps up that topic. Let's move on to the next one. The last topic of the day is going to be kind of an update on my channel and what will be covered from now on. Now, by the way, I've had this channel for a couple of years, or more than that actually, but I posted so little and I hated my videos that I had, so I deleted them all. And I just recently started, or not all, but most of them. And I just recently been posting new videos and trying to come up with new content, which I'm still in the process of working out to see what I like to do and what you guys like to watch. Basically, I want to meet halfway on those two things. I want to enjoy making videos, and I want to make sure I make videos that people enjoy watching. So I'm in the process of that. So one thing that I want to do first, or start doing, is covering the Grand Slams. There's only 4 Grand Slams in the year, and I think I have enough time to give some kind of content on the tournaments. So we're gonna start this year with the Australian Open, of course, coming up. Yes. And what I haven't figured out exactly is, what I would like to do. This is what I would like to do. Is first, we're gonna talk about the draw before the tournament starts. The draw is out, and we're gonna. I want to give you guys an update on the draw and just basically kind of a stream where it's not scripted or anything, just off the top of our heads, some ideas about the draw and what could happen. For those of you guys that like to bet, I think it'd be interesting just to get some insights on what I think. Because I've been watching tennis for a long time. I've been following for many years these type of tournaments, So sometimes I get it right, not all the time, not most of the times, but sometimes I make predictions that actually pan out to be true. But of course, a lot of predictions do not become true. Oh man, I did it again. So basically, the first video is going to be the introduction, of the draw, some ideas, and then later, once the tournament starts, I would like to give updates on the matches. Like, something that would be really cool is if I could, give you guys some footage of the match with some commentary and updates on what happened so far. The first couple of rounds is definitely going to be more challenging because there's so many matches going on. But as the tournament wears off, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get easier to provide you guys with updates and some content. Oh, come on, jeez. Oh, I got a ball left. Okay, let's get, the can. I never saw that can. I got a cable on the way of my screen, so couldn't see that this can here, this kind of balls. I couldn't see it, so now I can see it. But jeez. Anyways. Oh no! Oh yeah, there. Jeez, let's get on. Yeah, it'd be really cool if you guys got an update at least. Let's 6 rounds. That's gonna be 6 rounds of games, of matches, I think. Yeah, six matches, I think. And so if I can cover one video of each, that would be good enough. Of course, the draw is gonna be the first one, and it's just an introduction, so that doesn't count as one of the 6. But eventually, 6 videos on 6 rounds of matches. I think that'd be pretty fun. Fine. I'm gonna do this last round and move on or just stop the broadcast for today and move on. Because we gotta move on. These things are fun, but they're also unscripted and could be seen as a big waste of everybody's time. I hope not. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is a fun game to watch at least, or to play. So it's like tennis, right? Oh boy. Oh yeah, I could just get him in the fridge right here. The point is to move on to the next one. Alright guys, I'll continue playing this game in the next coming weeks. I hope you guys stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Take care. See you on the next one.